Hey guys, what is up? Professor Boogie here. Today we're going to be doing this base called the Arbitrary. It's pretty similar in looks to the Spire, but it is beefier and it is a little bit more protected when it comes to loot wise. This time I have used frag or sheet metal walls and armored, so it is more protected. Loot wise, TC is slightly protected. That's the downside of this base. You can always upgrade it to HQM, making it a 16C4 to TC. But I made it frags and stone, so it's only 6C4, but you can always change that. So let's go inside. So as we enter here, all the garage doors are open inside, just show you how it's an open floor. So those two single doors would make a airlock. And here's our garage door. There's our trading window, so you can see outside. Here is our drop loot room. You can fit more small crates in there. 3 large crates can fit in there. All the garage doors on the top. You can fit lockers or even more furnaces on the side of the walls. Here's your research bench, and here is our starter 2 by whatever you call this triangle, with 2 half walls making a little shelf for 2 large crates and your TC, as well as a tier 3, tier 2, whatever you have. And here you can place some bags. We have a shotgun trap right under there just in case somebody comes in from the roof and blows down. So let's go up. Here's our first 3 furnaces, another 3, another sleeping bag just to show where you can place it. Here's your main loot room protected with armored walls. You want this one to be the most armored because this one's the hardest to access door wise, because as you come down from here, that's the one that takes the longest to get to, as this one is right here. Here's your second loot room, lots of storage space in there as well. And as we go up, here's the shooting floor with plenty of garage doors, making it a complete open concept. And we have half wall shooting floors as well as windows with vertical embrasures. So yeah guys, let's get into building this. Alright, so let's start building this. So we're first going to start out with our 2 triangles, and we're going to put squares branching out from here to make this shape right here. And then we're just going to fill in those gaps with triangles, like so. And then we're going to branch out on the squares with triangles like this, and we're going to, I don't know, make a little anchor shape, kind of, with them. Stick in place, there we go. So now we have this sort of a shape. So next we're going to put squares, fill those gaps, like so, and fill those small little gaps on each side with triangles like this. So let's go in and really just upgrade all these real quick. Much better. Now, let's start in by making our stairwell, because this is going to be easiest to go off of. So let's, right here in the center of the base is where you're going to want to place that. Make sure that one of these walls have 2 hash walls, because we're going to place a floor triangle, and that is your way to get to the second floor. So let's start off by outlining our first loot room with walls right here. So this was our shelved loot room. We can remove one of those and make sure that one of the walls right there are half walls. So just like this. These would be sheet metal, so let's upgrade these to sheet metal. And let's place a floor triangle. And this is our little loot room. So now let's go over here. Here is where we would have our shop front, and here's where we would have our single door. So let's upgrade these real quick, and this is where they would go in relation to there. So as we go down, let's place some walls right there to just block that off, and let's just go ahead and fill the outside, line it with walls like usual. There we go. Upgrade all these. There we go. So this is what we got right now. And as we go in, we're going to place some walls right here. Just outline all of this with walls. Make it really easy on us. There we go. So honeycombed most of that. Let's finish off right here. Oh, it keeps on upgrading the wood and I don't know why. There we go. So here we are. Let's place a wall facing this way, and this will be sheet metal. And here would be our drop loot room. So let's place the wall frame right here, a wall frame right here and there. And let's actually just fill all these empty wall slots in with those. Whoops. There we go. So here we are. Let's go up to the second floor and let's start placing our roofs. Oh, by the way, this is the shape that we have right now. Just wanted to make sure. Alright. Let's start placing square roofs. Those are the easiest to do, and then we'll fill them all in with triangles. Alright. Here we are. So all of these roofs on the inside would be sheet metal. Whoops, that's stone. Here we go. And there as well. So here's the sheet metal. And let's start placing roofs all along the edges. Always mess up on that one. It always places the wrong way. Come on. There we go. Oh, it screws up all the time. I hate roofs. Here we are. And let's upgrade all these to stone. Now these don't have to be stone. If you make them frags, the base would be even more protected, but for the sake of the build cost, we're going to just make them stone, because that would make it a lot more. So let's fill in all of these with walls. And these walls will be sheet metal, all of them. Except for a select few, which will be armored, which is going to be your main loot room. Alright. Here we are. So let's place a wall right here. That'll be facing this direction. A wall facing this direction. And that will be facing that way. So let's give it a second. Oops, little screw up actually. We gotta break that one. And it will be this way. So here we are. Fixed that myself. Alright. So what we're gonna do is place a wall facing this way, and this will be armored. And this will be facing that way, and this will be sheet metal. These will actually be sheet metal as well. So here is your... This has got to be... Make sure you have 2 half walls right here. That's supposed to be frags. I'm a little all over the place today, because this is going to be one of your loot rooms. As so. And let's just fill this in with wall frames all around. Alright. Here we are. So we'll place a wall right here. This is going to be sheet metal. Just making sure everything else is sheet metal. And this wall will be armored, and this wall will be armored, as well as this roof being armored, and we will place a armored roof right there. So here's your main loot room. We actually have to make sure that one of these are half walls, which kind of sucks because it costs the same as a single wall to build or upgrade these to armored. Here we go. So that is one of your loot rooms. Let's upgrade all this to stone. And this is what we're looking at right now. So this is supposed to be armored. I don't know where that came from. And we will place a floor right here. And if you make this one a half wall, you can use it for the loot room and the staircase, which is a lot more helpful. So let's go up here. And let's fill in the roofs. Now, all of these roofs are going to be sheet metal. You can make them armored, but for the sake of build cost, it's sheet metal. It does make it blend in, so you can't see where the loot room is when you make them all armored, because it is just like a couple hundred extra. So it's nothing much. So let's start outlining where our sugar core is going to go. So the 2 edge triangles are going to be half wall shooter, and the other 3 is going to be a window. So here we go. These are going to be, these are going to be sheet metal, not armor. And let's place half walls right here. Half walls right here. Put our good old low walls in. And here we are. So let's just fill this in with garage door frames or wall frames, whatever you call them. So you place them all right here. And the reason why I make wall frame stone is because garage doors, armored double doors, they all cost 2C4 and stone costs 2C4. So there is no point in upgrading wall frames any higher than stone. Just for beginner starters out there, don't upgrade wall frames any more than what you have to, which is stone. So you're going to want to make this shape, which is actually what we started out with wall frames. You don't have to place a garage door here. You could for the extra protection, but there's no point. So let's fill these all in with roofs. And these roofs will be sheet metal. So here we are. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.
I feel that bitch from the back. Ay. She give me neck like a giraffe. Billy. And I got diamonds on me. Ice. Bitch, what you think about that? Get the fuck out of my face. Bitch. I keep the racks in my safe. Yeah. I get the bands on the regular, trying to compete, better pick up your pace. No. Hey, I got your bitch in my place. Yeah, she be feeding me grapes. You know that Billy the girl got your auntie and grandma both giving me face. Hey, never ever wife no hoe. You can never get this gold. Hit it from the back like, whoa, yeah, I made a couple racks and my neck is all froze. Yeah, leveled up, leveled up, leveled up.